No.
But they want the world, though. They want the world. We have to start.
10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds.
So would you allow somebody to...
All right. You got 5 seconds to say it.
Hey, you guys, I'm Christina Spicer.
And I'm Omar Muhammad.
And this is It's Complicated, where we talk about everything relationships and dating.
And tonight, we're talking about something near and dear to my heart. A little while, we got into a debate with people about going on first dates and if someone pays with a Groupon.
Absolutely
Now,
not.
some people said it was cheap. Some people said they didn't really mind. So today we're getting down to the bottom of it, guys. We're setting the rules right now. We're joined by
Radio 1's Spam in the Morning host DJ 5'9" and Ashley Claiborne, who works at Cox Media. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, so Ashley, would you go out on a first date with a guy if he used a Groupon?
I would not go out. Well, I mean, I would go, but if he pulled out a Groupon without me knowing or prior knowing before going on a date, I would be kind of offended. I'm just saying.
Why?
Why?
Because I feel like it's just like you're supposed to be trying to impress me. You're not supposed to be cutting corners, especially on a first date.
No,
that's just kind of.
DJ 5'9", you disagree?
Yeah, what is yours?
You're taking away the whole phrase of it's cheaper to keep her, okay?
No.
It's cheaper to keep her. But how do you expect someone to try to impress you when they should be trying to be themselves? When you want somebody who would rather budget their spending, because eventually if you feel like, hey, this date might go beyond just a friendship or a date, this might go to like boyfriend status where you're gonna want him to practice good spending.
No, I feel like on the first date you don't know me yet. You don't know me yet. It's like I feel like if you pull out a Groupon and we know each other, okay, cool, I know in advance, I know what kind of person you are. But if we're going on a first date and you just pull out a Groupon, especially if he's weird already and he just pulls out a Groupon, it's going to
So you're telling me a Groupon identifies what type of person you are?
Yes, you can't just do a group that's a curveball.
Because then you feel like like, what effort are you putting in?
Nothing, because you cutting corners. You cheated me.
Okay, it's like, so already this is your first impression. Like, you going to put me on with a Groupon.
Put me on blast with a Groupon.
I'm going to put you on blast with a Groupon. So because that, I'm showing that, first and foremost, is your meal not free regardless?
I mean, it's free, but it doesn't have to be that.
So you're telling me I'm cutting corners, but you're still not paying. You're still getting a free meal.
Exactly.
We're still enjoying each other's company. What corners are being cut?
But it's like you setting the tone on a first date with a Groupon coupon. It's like how are things going to go?
Let me ask you
You're
this.
setting the tone.
Setting the tone.
Exactly.
Let me send you a curveball. I'm using the Groupon. I'm taking you out on a date.
What we doing after? Because you saving money for something. So
okay. Let me ask you this. What are you bringing to the table on the first date?
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm bringing
that was my next question.
You're bringing
that was my
me.
next question.
Are you kidding me?
All right, guys. Okay. Wait. Let's let her answer. We're getting loud. Let's let her answer. What are you bringing to the table, Ashley?
I feel like I'm bringing good conversation. I'm bringing
that too.
I'm bringing entertainment.
I'm bringing that as well.
How are you entertaining me?
I'm here with
providing
you.
the entertainment.
I'm here with you.
I'm here with you.
Oh my
So
God.
let me get this right. So you're saying we're paying for you.
That's what it is.
And you're mad because we're getting you at a discount.
Again,
it's not appropriate.
Again,
it's cheaper to keep her.
And it
It's
also sounds illegal. Before we continue the conversation,
Come on,
we hit the streets across the nation to hear what you guys had to say about it, and this is what you guys had to say.
It just feels like there's some sort of, that the intention isn't there, and that it's just sort of making use of their time and their coupon.
If a guy were to use a Groupon on the first date, I would think it's really, really tacky.
Yes, but she will never know.
Explain.
That we will go on a date, and she will never know I use a Groupon.
I think you just put a little bit more effort into it.
No, you do the handoff from the beginning. You sound like a rookie right now. You obviously never invited a guy on a Groupon date.
I haven't.
Of course, I can teach you.
I don't think it's a turnoff. I do think it is a good source to find activities to do, even though it does help out the budget, but it's definitely not a turnoff.
It feels like you should use that with friends and not with a date when you're trying to impress the other person.
No, I mean, kids gotta eat, right? You gotta save the money wherever you can, get rid of those lattes, and I think as long as you don't tell the person, it's fine.
If he went to pay with a Groupon, I might give him a second date, but that's still kind of tacky.
I would throw a slick comment, but at the end of the day, it would just be like a laugh. I wouldn't judge it hardcore and call him cheap. I would just chuckle at it.
Like a buy one, get one's a little tacky, but other types of discounts, maybe not so bad.
I would consider the guy thoughtful to truly go out of his way and search something for us to do. So, no.
See, I wouldn't be opposed to it if we've been dating for a little while. Like, use a Groupon. That's totally cool, but yeah. Not on the first date.
I feel like a coupon is different from a Groupon. So a coupon is a hard no. A Groupon is a potentially like it might be okay. You might get away with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe for some reason like using a coupon on an activity sounds more appropriate than like on a meal. Yeah.
This conversation already has me stressed.
And it's fantastic. You guys can hear what we were talking about while that about was rolling. But
Lord.
we got more comments from you guys.
Yes.
What are they saying
so
on Facebook?
Someone said, is it better to make a fake best impression? I say no. Like, that's the whole point. Like, just come up front and say,
Why
like,
you
we
fake
we can go on a date that doesn't cost money.
Why-
Like, go within your means.
Why is
Don't
using
use
the
a coupon
Groupon-
on me.
Within your means is a Groupon. Why would I be
It's
trying?
not.
This is the thing
It's
that
not. You need to tell me in advance. Go ahead.
that takes away the surprise factor because I want to know how you're going to react
need a
to this Groupon.
Wow.
Because listen to this.
I'm gonna be
Me
mad.
trying to impress anyone is me being out of character. You need to be yourself. If yourself is Groupon or if you represent taking a woman out on a $500 date, you're going to have to maintain that. When you start at the highest level, it ain't nowhere to
But
go
I'm
but
not
up.
even
When you're at the Groupon level, it's nothing
but
but
I'm
great
not
Can I also
adventures
add
from
to
there.
that?
It's not.
Can I also add to
not.
that? So a first date is like a job interview, right?
Right.
You want to know if you guys are compatible for each other.
Exactly.
Now, if a CEO says, "Hey, we're gonna take you out to lunch during this interview," and he takes your ass to McDonald's, are you gonna be like, "Oh, well, he doesn't really value me if he's
gonna be
taking
like-
me out to McDonald's"?
I mean, I would go to
But
McDonald's.
But
it's
okay,
just
so
like, why are
since
we
you
at
want to bring up
McDonald's?
interview examples, do you come on an interview, you're dressed your best, you present yourself your best? If your boss
I bargain
was
shop
like,
for my clothes, though.
There you go.
no,
I bargain shop for
no.
my clothes.
On
though.
my date, I might show up in
Cut
some
corners.
bargain clothes too, but
So,
like,
I'm sorry, you
so
pay
if
full
you
price
want
for everything you
so
wear
if
right
you
now?
go on a company,
I mean, I would take things on sale, but I'm not gonna just.
if
cut
you're taking a
corner,
client
like-
out to dinner, like
Right.
you know how people when they sell and stuff, they have company lunches, whatever.
Okay, that's business. He
but
threw
this-
himself in the pot
no,
right
no,
there.
let
That's
me
business.
finish.
If it's personal, you can't take someone out on a date expecting anything. That's one. You should never go out on a date expecting anything. You know
Why
why?
you invite me out?
This is why. I'm getting to young buck. I'm getting to know you. So me trying to get to know you is simply me getting to know you. So the added advantage of me taking you somewhere is just an accessory. It's not needed. So if I take you out somewhere
This is disrespectful.
and you're an awful date, I
Right.
spent
I just spent
$200-$300,
way
never
more
see
than I
you
should.
Okay,
again.
but back to the business
Your belly is
thing.
full. You're going
Back
home with
to
a
the
doggy
business
bag.
Why is that
thing. You
even-
I'm
invest-
going home with doggy
bought
Hold
trash.
on, order.
Back
Let's
to
let
the
everybody get
business
their
example
thing in.
because this is a good one, yo. If you are taking your client out and you're investing money, you're not going to take them to McDonald's. You're going to
Why
take
not?
them to
It's apples and
to try
oranges.
and get a client.
See, they're gonna run with the
You're not.
business.
To try and get
Clients,
a client.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
You're trying to impress
You
them.
said that you can go on a free first date, right? We can do something for free and still have fun, right? So why is it that if your date is still free, if I discount what I got, that's an issue?
Because it makes me feel like you don't care about the
If I
like.
took you on a free date, why don't you feel the same way?
Because you set it up like you when you go on a walk, like that's just we already know
I'm
a
setting-
walk
on a
is
free
free.
date, I know
I'm
it's free.
setting up the
I know
Groupon
it's
too.
free.
I'm
You know
setting
what?
up the Groupon
walk
myself.
is
I'm almost
free.
inclined to believe you two ladies. If I took you out for a free date, you wouldn't appreciate it.
I
You're fronting.
would.
You're fronting
You
for
know
the
what?
cameras
I
today.
would. I
You
would
know what?
You would
appreciate
not
it. Like,
Listen,
appreciate it.
listen.
know-
I can't speak for this one. I can speak for this one that she's been on a
She would
on a free
appreciate
date.
it.
Thank you.
And
My
she
Let me
didn't
ask
first
you
do it.
this.
date that
Is
I
she
got
still-
into a
Are you still with the
relationship
guy?
with.
Are you still with the guy?
That's my
Ah,
side.
exactly. Exactly. I'll drink to that as well. I'll drink to
I'm not toasting nobody.
My guy, I got you. I got you.
That's
It
different.
didn't pan out. Yeah. Nothing for free is worth having. You got to
No.
work for it.
So I'm just trying to understand. You guys keep
Oh,
saying that it's
gosh.
cutting corners, but you're not really saying how.
It's just like, why are you bringing me out here to, especially if I see your Groupon on a table, I'm offended.
What? No dude's gonna be like, oh,
You
let
need
me
to,
lay
like,
this
you
thing
need
out.
to, when I go to the bathroom, you should be like, excuse me, I got this Groupon here. Can you scan it?
Why can't you see
before
it?
I come back.
Why can't you see it?
You
It's-
brought that up
it's-
before.
I just
You
don't
said
like it.
that will it be okay? Is it acceptable if men hide
No,
it?
I say men do hide it because
Right.
of
So
what
actually,
how you guys
would-
perceive it.
So you would appreciate it if
No,
you
I
went on the
mean-
date and the guy hid it.
No, she's going to be
I
nosy
think-
trying to figure out how
How
much
much-
it costs.
I'm gonna be
What's the
nosy.
bill? Right.
I'm not gonna be
When you
all up in it, but I'm gonna be over here like looking.
So
to
you're
see
not
what
a
I can
gold
see.
digger.
I'm
but
not a
as
gold
Kanye
digger.
said,
I'm not a
you're
gold
not a
digger.
gold digger.
I just want to feel like that, you know, like you're not
But you
cutting
ain't messing with
corners.
no
with me.
broke.
No, I just like I want to feel like you're not cutting
Okay, let
corners.
me ask you a
with
question.
Like,
Can I ask you a question?
go ahead.
Let's say, okay, let's say you have a really good date. I lost my train of thought for a minute. Let's say you go on a really great date. That you and 5'9" go out, you're having a fantastic time. You're like, oh my God, I've never had a date like this before. And then at the end of the date, he's like, excuse me, waitress.
You pull out a Groupon.
I have a Groupon.
Then I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna have to think to myself because I'm gonna be like, okay, first off, he was cool on a date, everything was going right, but then he pulled his Groupon out. And I'm gonna be like, I might keep talking to him, I'm gonna see where things go, but if we keep going out, you keep pulling these coupons out, then we won't have a problem.
This is why I'm single. This is backwards thinking here. Because when you eventually make it from friendship to dating to relationship to marriage, guess what it's going to be about? Saving.
We not
So you
there
have
yet.
to how you
You
start.
right. We're
You're
not
not
there
there.
yet.
You gotta try.
We're not anywhere yet.
You gotta
Exactly.
And listen,
Yeah,
and-
I have to give the viewers some love.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
we have to.
Can I-
we're
can-
so,
can I get this point?
Save it.
Can I get this
save
one point?
It,
It's
'cause
pertinent
it's
to
gonna keep
this.
going. It's gonna keep
Okay,
going.
go ahead.
Save
Go ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so Ashley, we don't have a lot of people on our side.
Nobody's on your side.
Are they men or is it
Nobody's
women?
on your
Is it
side,
men or
young
women? It's
buck.
probably a bunch of men. It's men.
You must be a
I
quarter
know.
water.
Let-
You're a
let-
quarter
let me get
water.
the comments. Let me get the
You're
comments.
26 years
Let's
old.
get
You're a quarter water.
Goodness.
Osvaldo said, be you on a first date. If using a Groupon is you, do it. They should be impressed that you're good with money.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I say okay, but like later on into the relationship.
Read the comments.
Okay.
We ain't worried about what
Deborah,
you say.
Deborah says, always respect a man who gives you a great date and shows you he's responsible with his cash. I need to go through this and find
Yo.
somebody else.
Thank you, Facebook.
Second date, third date, fourth date.
Yo, ladies,
the
if
first
you're looking for somebody that's
Not
not
the
afraid to
first
use a
time.
Groupon, I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm just
Right.
saying I'm not afraid to.
Iona
Hit the
said,
messages.
5'9's breaking it down nicely, but don't mix business work with personal life dating.
Exactly.
I disagree.
What?
So
But I mean, when I was using the example, my example was good. Like, it's the same
It's
thing.
good
All
if
right,
we're
so
in a
let me-
business
let me get
setting.
back to
talking
it.
But first
business.
date, that's like
can
this.
I get back to Ashley here?
Yeah, I got
she's-
something
So,
to say.
so
She
Ashley
got
said.
she's a little lost.
So
Let's bring
Ashley-
her on around.
Ashley said, you know, if I had a great time and the guy pulled out a Groupon, I may start thinking a little bit. That shows me that you said you were there for the company. He's there, you're entertaining him. He's entertaining you well. So now your first date priorities are on the money. They're not on the actual
Exactly.
relationship.
But now you're
'Cause you had a
disrespecting
great,
me, though.
but you had a great relationship, a
How are
great
you
date
being
with him.
disrespectful?
Because I feel like women, like we're like fish. Just like you gotta catch the fish and bring her in. Like
I'm gonna tell
you
you
can't.
something. You're gonna be swimming forever.
I'm not
Don't
gonna be
nobody-
swimming forever.
You're gonna be a
I
rotten
like
fish.
out there.
that
You're gonna be a
analogy.
rotten
Yeah,
fish.
we're like fish.
I
You gotta
like
catch it.
that.
You can't just throw me like you can't. You
Because
can't throw
you-
out like you just can't.
You know the
Like,
funny
Now,
thing-
once
You
we
have
catch
to
you, it's
catch
up to
us.
us to keep you entertained.
Now you gotta reel me in.
The only thing, see you young.
It
The
don't take
only
much.
thing that a woman is never going to stand for is being bored. That's it.
And also,
Anything
with
else
the
she's
fish
gonna go
analogy,
for.
no matter how
Being
big the
I
bored
worm,
don't know
is-
about that.
no
I'm
matter how
telling
big
you,
the worm, that fish still gonna eat.
Look it up.
Still gonna bite.
No.
A woman will do anything besides being bored. Once she's bored, she's leaving. She'll withstand it because women are strong. They'll withstand anything. You poor, broke, rich, tall, ugly, fat,
Exactly.
anything.
So you know that we will talk, like, even if you don't have money and stuff, that's not the issue. Like,
right.
if we're
So
in a
that's what I'm saying. The
relationship
Groupon
with
is
our
an
man-
extra.
No, that's why I said if you
if-
bring out the Groupon, I gotta evaluate the date now. I gotta see how you was acting on a date, see if I want to come
But
back.
you had a great time. The analogy was
But you
that you
can't
guys
be-
had a
you
great
can't be-
time.
I
That was
can't-
Are
the
your
scenario.
friends? I'm staying away from you and
No,
your
I'm
friends.
saying I can't be like on a
That's
date.
you.
and I'm like, no, listen, I can't be
That's
on a
you.
date and I'm like, okay, he's weird. Like, I'm
First
not
of
really
all-
feeling it, and then you pull out a Groupon. It's gonna
See,
be
you're
like,
adding the
like,
weird.
You know what?
The weird characteristic
not
makes
weird,
him
but you might
all
not
the
be
way
feeling
not
it.
even attractive. Is he weird?
But okay, if I was feeling you, like say
Okay.
we went out and I was
Stop,
feeling you, I'm
stop
like, all right, I'm having a good time with him. He pulled out this Groupon. All right, I'm gonna just play it off. I'm gonna just not let it really affect me. I'm gonna just act like it didn't happen. But
Okay.
if we continue to talk and you continue to get like a little strange
Okay.
to me,
Let
then
me
I'm
ask you
gonna
this:
add the Groupon.
What
on.
if you're going? What if you've gone past 1 or 2 dates and you're on the 5th date?
By then
You
I
don't.
like
Now
you.
listen. What if you never knew? Because I'm slick with it. If I'm gonna use a Groupon, you'll never know.
Like that guy.
I'll go to the bathroom and give it to the waiter, and it'll be done. I'll be like, "Hey, let's go. I already took care of it."
I didn't be like, it's
We're on the-
impressing.
Right now, listen. That's what I'm saying. Once I catch you, it's up to me to
But that's a
entertain you.
pattern. It's like you planned that to take me out to
Okay.
sneak your Groupons in.
We're talking in
It's not a
circles.
sneaker Groupon.
It is.
Listen,
And you
listen.
said you lying at
Listen.
first.
Oh,
you
so now it's a lie.
sneaking.
So wait, time
Now,
out. Now I
like-
gotta say something. Time out. Because you and I have had this conversation already.
Get her.
And you and I, you're okay with a Groupon in a sort of fashion, right? And if it is a dinner, you said, don't let me see it. Isn't that what you said?
I never said no, don't let me see it.
What did you say?
She said
I
she don't
said
wanna
I
see
don't
it.
want to go. I don't want to do Groupons on dinner dates, nothing like that. I think
Why?
But
It's
you'll use
just
a Groupon
weird.
when?
Like if we go on an activity, like if
Paintballing,
you.
skydiving,
What? That's exactly what I
massages.
said.
Okay, now,
Because you
now,
might be
where do you want to be
scrolling.
taken to dinner on your first date? 5 seconds, go.
5 seconds. I can say like Cheesecake Factory. That'd
Cheesecake
be cool.
Factory. Okay, so if you got the Cheesecake Factory, you don't know that it's a
Ooh,
Groupon
Matchbox
date.
pizza.
Why do you need to use a Groupon for
That's
Cheesecake
like
Why not?
taking, that's
He's
like taking
budgeting.
Me, no,
Right.
that's like taking me to
Are
Mission
you
Barbecue and
kidding
you
me?
pull out a coupon. I'm gonna be like, why are you pulling out a coupon at Mission Barbecue?
Because I had it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you could have
It
saved it for
expires
yourself.
What if it was a gift to me for my birthday?
First and foremost,
No.
first and foremost,
yourself
if I take you to
later.
Mission Barbecue on the first date,
We got
that should tell you how I value you anyway. So if I pull out a coupon, that shouldn't offend you.
Listen, we forget the first date is just an introduction. And first of all, you know that anytime you meet anybody on a first date, that's a representation of them. That's
could've
really
went
not
to
in that's not
Starbucks
in them anyway.
if you
so
wanted
I'm
to
gonna-
cheat.
You
Let's
know
not
what?
talk over each
If
other.
I knew you was like this, I would take you on a Groupon date. You'd never know, and then I show you who the real I am by the 5th date. Then you'd be in love, and it's too far to go back to that.
Okay.
It's too far to go
Let's
back.
go
now.
back to the Facebook comments. What are they saying on Facebook?
So Mike said using a Groupon means you only like the person 50%.
What?
Yes, Mike.
Exactly.
Yes,
What's
Mike.
Exactly.
Is this-
I don't
is this
even
man
know you.
better?
I don't even know you. How can I
just
like you?
said Mike.
That's
What-
that's some
what's
half-ass
Mike's last
stuff.
name?
Like,
But look,
We're
Mike.
going to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Mike.
it's
Mike-
not half-ass. It's
Mike has.
50-50.
Mike has.
You
He
paying
has a
50%
good.
of the bill.
Let's bring it down. We're
He
getting
has
a
a
little
good.
loud.
He has a good
We're
point.
getting a little loud.
You don't even know the person. So I only like you 50%, and I'm really only taking you out because of your outer exterior. You're beautiful, or the young lady
That's
thinks you're
true.
handsome. So you're only beautiful to me right now, which attracts me to say, hey, I'm gonna go take you out and be in public with you. Okay? Once we.
How?
Yes. Yes.
Listen.
So you telling me everybody deserves to be out in public with you? Every man that
I'm
asks
not
for your
saying
number?
like that, but it's like if you invite me out, I would expect for us
It's
to
all
be
that-
able
you're
to going
missing
out
the
without
courting
judgment.
part.
Yeah.
Like you
Without
courted
judgment.
me.
Time out.
Without you being afraid of
Let's-
judgment.
First and foremost, let's calm down. Let's not talk over each other. Let's calm down. Secondly, you said, what did you just say?
I said if we were going out on a date and you invited me out, I shouldn't be thinking in the back of my head, oh my gosh,
Is he judging me?
he's
That's exactly
he's
what a
okay
first
with
date is.
coming out with me in
Exactly.
public.
A first date is actually all judgment. Do I like you? Do I want to take you out on a second date? Why did you pick your hairs like that? Why are you eating your food like this?
But
if you
this
were
entire
so-
date is judgment.
If you
So,
were so
Why did you take the Uber here
interested-
versus driving? Where's your car? Who you live with?
I don't need you to
How
know
many
all that.
roommates you
I
got?
don't need you to know all that. Sometimes you gotta come in the
So
Uber.
you want to know how much money I got in my pocket, though?
you want right?
No, I'm not. I
You,
just
you
wanna
need to
see
know what I
that.
can afford, but I don't
But
know
it's like,
anything
okay,
about
say-
you.
say I
What if a
was
guy
the
takes you out on a Groupon date first date and then you
She's in the
don't
corner
like
right
him?
now.
I'm not in the car. I'm about to get out.
You go
I'm
out
about
on a
to get out.
Groupon date the first day. You don't like it. You don't talk to him anymore. He winds up taking your girl out, takes her out on a date,
Take my-
spends that cash, and because you think that he's broke, he never speaks to you again, and you missed
Then
out.
I just miss out if we good because I don't need no group.
I'm not out for trying to miss out on no blessings.
Linda
Good.
said, young ladies, stop letting a high-priced dinner give you your self-worth.
What's
not
her
about
name?
that, Linda.
What's her name?
Tell
Linda
Linda.
sounds like she's married.
Tell Linda it's not about
And-
that.
Linda
Linda.
sounds like she has a man.
And
Yeah. With you being single, you can learn.
Wow.
There you go.
y'all want to pull up some receipts? I can
He's
get a man
single
real
too,
quick.
though.
Yeah,
He's single too.
Right, that's very true.
Groupon discount.
That's true.
He
That's
can
true.
get a man real quick.
Oh, we know you can.
Okay, now.
Let him know.
I'm just gonna drink this
It
water.
has nothing to do with having high-priced dinners or whatever. Y'all are missing the point. We don't have to have some fancy, expensive dinner.
Listen, but Facebook and DJ59 and myself are telling you it's one thing. You two are the only ones fighting this.
We're not.
We're
it's
not
just
fighting.
people in here
It's just a rebuttal.
that just
And-
don't.
so you're
Everybody
so
on
the Facebook
Facebook
viewers are
is
on.
not single and you two are.
They
And I'm
are,
sure you
because-
guys don't want to be single.
I know
I mean-
a lot of married men who have said they would not have taken their wife
They're
out,
married.
but
Time
when
out.
they first caught them, they would not have used the
trying to-
Groupon.
If they're
When did
already
you ask
married
these married
now.
men? When did you ask these married men?
Recently.
Right, and if
You
they're
lying.
married now, there
I'm
probably
not.
wasn't no Groupon back then. So
Right.
They got coupons. They got newspaper. You can cut
Groupons
stuff out.
existed
And
forever.
he took her out the Sizzler on the 2-for-1.
yes.
All right, you guys, we need
No.
to come up with a decision, a wrap, like something on this debate. Is if
We don't agree. I'm gonna speak for everybody.
It sounds
We
like
don't agree.
we're letting Facebook decide.
None of us.
That's the
No,
whole thing.
we
Yes.
These two
We
are confused,
present-
but we don't agree.
We present this argument to Facebook. Facebook is letting us know through the comments that you guys are acting out of pocket.
Out of pocket.
So you guys need to
Unintended.
listen.
I'm like really sitting here trying to read. Like, is there more people? That
No,
say-
no one's
Nobody's
on your
with you
side.
today.
No one's on your
The
side.
next episode is how do you get a date? Period.
Now let's
We're gonna be. How do you get a date? Period.
Five.
How do you get a date? Period.
Five. You're not gonna come with my co-host
No,
like
she
that.
can definitely listen. You're beautiful. There's
I
no
don't know you.
problem
I
with
care
this.
about you.
I
don't know you.
You're on
I know
your own.
Christina. I know
You're on your own.
Christina.
She's beautiful enough to get any date, but how to get a date?
She
How
can
to
do
get a
that.
date.
She can do it. Just tell them where you want to go and tell them to meet you there. If you pull out a Groupon, that's it.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
wow.
y'all.
I'm just had
We
to
didn't
keep
get
going.
anywhere.
Time out. I just want to say, I would say most men don't use Groupons on first dates
Good.
because of this perception.
Good.
Because of this perception.
How
But if they did, I'm pretty sure a lot more would.
Right. And you ladies, new spokesman. What's in your wallet?
A lot. I'm pretty sure most women can pay for their own meal.
What's in your wallet?
Wow.
New spokesman. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We're going with it.
Hey, why is the whole production team clapping? The whole production team clapping. Oh, man.
We're gonna move on to our little popsicle
Oh,
game.
man. That was
let's do
awesome.
some popsicles.
Okay, hold up. Okay.
I'm over
Hey,
y'all.
yo, if we don't have a Photoshop of the Capital One logo on Christina by tomorrow, I would be so upset.
It's not necessary.
I would be so upset.
It's not necessary.
So this is how we play the popsicle game. Each popsicle stick in the
container.
in the container
Right.
has a question pertaining to dating. Answer it as honestly as possible. Go ahead. We mix it up. Stop trying
I
to
don't
read
want
the
to pull
drink.
nothing crazy.
She's
I
really
don't
Always
want to
being
answer.
nosy. You
Cut
always
in
want
corners.
corners. Go
Cut in
ahead.
That's
corners.
y'all cutting corners.
Interested in seeing
Picture.
Oh, y'all got me like so stressed.
You go first. Yeah. It's probably
Okay.
pertaining to you.
I hope nobody I know
I
see this
hate getting
because
the
some of
same
it
ones.
might sound familiar, but wasn't it a date, but I was hanging out with somebody and I was trying to get up out of
Wait,
here.
wait, wait.
No.
Oh,
What was
okay,
the
okay, the question. I'm sorry,
I'm like, wait,
I'm
what?
sorry.
She's scared. She's
No,
sweating.
hold
She's
on.
sweating.
No, I'm not. Okay. What's the worst thing you've done to leave a date early?
What did you
And
just
like
say?
I
You said something about your butt? What did you say?
I
What?
said, what's the worst thing you've done to leave a date early?
Uh-huh.
Gas? What was it?
No,
What'd you
okay,
say?
so I was hanging out with a guy and I was trying to like leave. This was like 4 years ago. And I was in college at the time, so I had my roommate call me and fake that we had a hall meeting. So she called me, she was like, Ash, like, hurry up and come back. Like, you gotta hurry up
I
and
feel
come
like
back.
everybody's done that.
Yeah, everybody's
like,
done that.
Call me right now so
Oh,
I
that
can get
happens
off this
for real,
date.
real life?
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
she
gonna
called
lie,
me.
I've
She was
been
like,
in
yo,
a
she's
situation
like,
like
that.
Or
hurry
you
That
gotta
happened
be
to
like,
me.
oh, I gotta
No.
go.
Yeah,
Like,
she was like, you're gonna lose visitation. You gotta come back
hit
now.
me up and be like, yo, like my car broke down, need some help getting the tire on.
Right.
something
Let me tell you
that,
something.
so
If a
yeah.
young lady did that to me, I'd be like, okay, let's go. I'm going to drive you there. Let's go. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I'd be like, it's
I'ma call an Uber.
okay, I'll be right. I'm
This
gonna get an
Groupon
Uber.
that I use extends to us driving in the car too. It has a free Uber attached to it. So let's go.
Okay, so what does your stick say, Five?
Have you ever dated two people at once?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I listen to your radio show, so I know.
Wow. Don't be under the rim shot. Yes, I think we all have.
What's the most at one time? 3, 4.
What's the most at one time?
Yikes.
In my younger days, in
You gotta
school.
get into it.
See, if you want to say
I'm nosy.
dating technically doesn't mean.
Oh no.
You
Oh
had to
no.
text
So
feeling
is
on
there-
it.
Is there any way I can work myself out?
No.
Okay. So yes, I've dated 2 people at once. It was.
Wow. Did you take them on Groupons?
No, we actually didn't have to. You know, one you have to take on a date, one you don't have to take on a date. So
I hope nobody you know watching this, none of your little friends.
Jay-Z,
None
R.
of your little
Kelly
friends.
made an album called "The Best of Both Worlds."
Oh,
That's
Lord.
what it was.
You know what?
Yeah.
Everybody that was on our side, your credibility just hurt us right
No,
there.
just-
Right.
Yeah.
Any
You thought it
girl
just
he's
went
talking to,
out the window.
gone.
Okay, Christina, what is your
Hey,
side?
okay, let me say this. You remember when I said, listen, do you have a car?
Yeah, dude.
You have a.
You don't like your question.
So you
I'm
drive a
gonna
car.
take another one.
You have a spare tire in the back?
Yeah.
There you go.
My spare tire
Yeah,
is gone,
yeah.
actually. My spare tire is used, which means it's gone. So it's just like
Exactly.
you
You
don't need that. I don't
only
need it, though.
use it in desperate measures.
No.
Dating 2
Wow.
people, bingo.
Okay,
No.
okay, Christina, what's on your stick?
So I got what's the worst food to eat on a date, and I say like I'm the type of girl I'll eat anything. Like sorry, like I
Okay.
will, I don't care. So nothing's off limits.
That's
So
why
nothing gives you gas.
her breath be
It
kicking.
might, but then I just go
Like she'll eat some
home.
Doritos and her breath be kicking trying to kiss you and everything.
Well, he saw her eat
No.
Doritos, so he
Have
knows she
gum,
really like
you have
Doritos.
mints, it'll be all good.
So
Okay.
no Mexican food, nothing gives you gas. You just
Guacamole.
I'm saying yeah, like it might, but what does
you
that have
can't
to do
just
with
leave the
date?
date after eating a taco. You
Yes,
having a
you
drink.
can.
You get,
We're going to see each other. Well, never mind.
you're eating,
Oh,
and you're
Lord.
just gonna get up and leave because you have gas.
I actually
No,
can tell
you
on
don't
her
have to
side.
get up in the middle of it. Don't come that fast.
Oh, so you have experienced it before, so you know the time frame. Okay, I walked into that. Go ahead.
I'm just going to read my question, man. If you were to propose, how would you do it? That's how you be looking at the bill, looking for the tip. How much is he tipping? Hold up.
Gotta make sure.
Did he throw a Groupon? If you were to propose, how would you do it?
Wow.
That's a tough question.
There you go.
That's a
Because
heavy one.
it's a heavy one because I think it depends on the woman, on the lady at least. Because I think every girl has an idea of how they want to be proposed to. Of course, I'm gonna put my own swing on it because
Okay.
as a romantic young man,
Okay.
you
All
got
right.
to be able
Let
to put
'em
your
know.
swing on it. You know, I might sing a little song to you.
I want to sing.
I might sing a little song to her. You know.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
like singers.
Might put some lights on.
What's the location?
What was this? This was
That's
like.
the light. Boom.
Okay.
That's a spotlight on you
Are
and
you
me.
in the country,
Boom.
out the country?
And did you go with a Groupon?
Wow.
You know what? If we out the country, I definitely use the group.
Simple one flight on
For a
Burger King.
proposal?
The
For my
cruise.
proposal?
So you can propose on a
Time
cruise
out.
ship?
Let me
Time
find
out.
out.
So if I propose to you on a cruise ship, if I use a Groupon, that discredits the proposal?
Yes!
Oh my God!
Wow.
Are you talking about using a Groupon to get to the cruise or use a Groupon? By the time if you use it a Groupon, we going
Groupon
on
to
a cruise.
buy
we
the
use-
ring if I
Right.
need to.
Oh no.
You'll never know.
It's inappropriate.
That's how you're supposed to save up, what, like 3 months worth of your
Oh my God,
your
I'm about to
pay
cry.
for the ring?
You don't use
No.
no Groupon on the ring.
I'm mad you tried to
Oh,
switch
no.
to see
Yeah,
if you don't
that's
have more
dirty.
comments on your side. I seen that. She's really searching for more comments on
Yeah.
her
I
side.
know I did.
But anyway,
Sell.
But yet,
Discount,
I mean,
always.
my,
Once we get there.
to get back to my
It's not on the
question,
first date.
we're not going back to Groupon, yo. We passed that.
Right, we gotta-
Y'all are wrong. Okay.
Y'all,
Y'all are wrong.
y'all.
It depends on the lady, but there are certain things I do to put my own swing on it. That's all I'm saying.
You're going to sing to him. That's
I'm gonna let them know.
Alright.
You got to put it on them. All right. Well,
Crazy.
that was a complicated episode. That's why it's
Probably
called
our
It's
most
Complicated.
complicated yet.
Because we didn't come up with a solution at all.
Lord.
Because the ladies are stubborn. But
It
it is what
wasn't
it is.
our fault. It's y'all need to
Listen,
get
no,
with
let's
it.
not, listen, we're trying to end the
SS.
show here.
Stubborn
We're trying,
and
we're trying to
single.
end the
Okay,
show
I'm
here.
sorry.
They're stubborn and
I'm not gonna be
single.
single for long.
See how those things go
Somebody
together?
will-
When you're stubborn, you're probably single.
All right.
Y'all are stubborn.
Guys.
Using Groupons. Y'all single
You know
too.
what? I'm just going to be like, hey,
Right.
we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
'Cause
This was fun.
this was fun. Get as many Groupons as possible.
Sell,
guys.
sell,
do it.
sell.
Goodbye.
Save.
Pay full price. Catch the fish.
Use whatever size word possible.